Okay, here's how I think Spanish is taking over. First, you got low-wage workers that exclusively speak Spanish with this stubbornness against English. Then, managers are forced to learn Spanish because that's the only way to communicate with the lower-wage workers. And then support staff will need to learn the language as well. And pretty soon it'll get to the point where it'll just be a benefit to speak all Spanish if you have to deal with stubborn Spanish speakers, people who are only willing to speak Spanish. I think overall it might be more prevalent to have to wrestle with non-English speakers on the coast than in the Midwest. And there might be more on the West Coast than the East Coast. Entirely, completely making this up. It's just how it feels based on my observations. I just saw a bumper sticker that said, "Is it 2020 yet?" I'm thinking that YouTube advertisers are probably asking that same question. They're probably waiting until 2020 to see what happens before they start giving YouTube advertising money again. Because they don't like the praising that's going on for the far right. Certainly enjoy learning about how other car campers do it. This is another example. And what is the deal with this? You know, I gotta admit, I'm a little surprised. I never see Mexicans hang out in front of the Lowe's. I just passed only one this time here. I've never been here before, but I was thinking, I was just at a Lowe's, never seen them. They don't have any signs discouraging loitering that I saw. They could have been, maybe they just didn't put any up. I gotta admit, it seems like I'm feeling quite a sea breeze. Just all up and down the San Jose area, there's like this sea breeze that reaches here, I think, to cool it down, because it's probably 10 degrees hotter just an hour east of here. But I get this nice, refreshing, cool, what feels like a sea breeze that keeps washing over the area and feels great. Even with all this sun, the sun is kind of welcome with this cooler air. Look at that on Narvaez. That probably an old lady put up her dog sign here too. Doubled it up. Okay, I've never known a fig to grow on a vine before, or even have this leaf structure. I don't know what this is, but I just opened one up. Whoa, is that ripe or something? Wow, that fell easily. They don't break easily. Okay, I just cut one, and as you can see, I got some milky substance on my hands. I have no idea. It's like similar to a fig, but not quite. I'm afraid to try to eat it. It doesn't smell sweet. It smells very bland. Not sure what to think of it. The leaves. It's very pretty. They managed to get some kind of a vine to grow up the wall. And the wall isn't even like a complete chain link fence either. It's like a ridged wall, and those ridges allow this vine to like climb up it. not sure now. It's like blocky. It's hard to see because there's so much of this interesting vine. It's neat how that interacts with the bench for the bus stop. A very lush vine. Okay, this is definitely a fig tree. I can identify this. And it looks similar, very similar. The leaves are so much different though. It's not a vine. And it's growing along this highway. Yeah, it's not ready to eat. It's very hard case. I don't know if it was intentionally planted or what. So I don't have too much farther to go. 2 miles. Seeing strongly dressed ethnic people, strongly ethnic dressed people, like this Indian lady or something, in the more of the inner city, seems really out of place. She seemed really weird. How do you maintain your sense of culture like that in an inner city? It must take some unique culture to encourage that. Parking is tough, of course. Check this out. They put those little spacers because people are hiding right behind and then slipping around. So that's to prevent that. Wow. I couldn't catch it, but there was a guy advertising on his vehicle. So it's that busy. Going into the more center of the city. Okay, close enough to the downtown. Many parts of this. That one, I just passed one that said no stopping, 10 at night to 6 a.m. No stopping. Not no parking. They don't even want you to stop there at 10 at night to 6 a.m. Because mind you, that was in front of a business, and several businesses. Here, there is no restriction. Next to apartments. But they're all full. You're waiting in line. Very loud planes. Very compact. I'll never drive in here and shut it up. No way. Can certain smells make you thirsty? If you smell particular things, maybe certain smells make you less thirsty. This is quite the inner city. So there's a Silicon Valley Comic Con. The Museum of Art. Never too excited about those. This is just outside the library. Looks kind of silly. So there's like over 1,000 of those backpacks sitting on the grass. Free pickings.